Okay, folks, so this is your video for level 2 for your Noteflight project. So in Google Classroom, let's go ahead in level 2, go to our Noteflight assignment, and that should open up. Okay, now before we start with level 2, I just need to show you one thing for level 1 that I forgot to mention. After I uploaded the video, I realized I forgot to say this. So uh, I told you about submitting your assignment. So at the end, you go to connect and you go turn in to send it to me. But I forgot to tell you that you need to click save before you do that. Okay. Um, so we're going to go back to our level 1 assignment. So I'm going to click on Noteflight up here and I'm going to go home. Okay, and that's going to bring me to all the things I've done so far. So there's my level 2, and here's level 1. And you can see that there's a red star beside it because that means there's unsaved work. Okay, so I'm going to go there, and it's going to ask me if I want, said you made changes to this score that didn't get saved to the cloud. Do I want to discard the changes? Do I want to throw them away? Or do I want to keep them? Well, I want to keep those changes. So I'm going to open that up, and here's my assignment. Okay, but I just haven't saved it yet. So I'm going to go to the menu, and I'm going to go to score and just save. Or I can also do Control S. If you know how to do that to save things with your keyboard, just Control S. Okay, and then I'm going to unsubmit and resubmit so that I'm submitting the saved work. So if you didn't save level 1, don't panic because your work will still be there. You just didn't send it to me properly. So you just need to save and resend it, okay? So I apologize for missing that in the first video. So let's go back to level 2. So go home and go to level 2. And in level 2, I created rhythm patterns for you that you're going to turn into a melody. So move the notes to create an interesting melody. Then remove at least 3 notes to create some rests in your melody. Okay, so let's listen here. I've created a melody, but I've created a rhythm, but the only note I've used is G, so it's a little bit boring right now. Okay, so rhythms are good, but we need to work on that melody. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the notes around just with the up and down arrows on your keyboard. So if I select this note, I can move it high or as low as I want. Okay, but I'm going to keep that note as G. And then to move to the next note, I just use the sideways arrows. Okay, and I want my melody to start going up. And then maybe I'll go down low a little bit and repeat that same pattern starting on a different spot. And I'm going to do some notes coming back down to G. Except I'm going to go down to F and then up to G. So now I've done 2 bars. I want to know if it actually sounds good or not. So I'm going to go back to the first note and I'm going to click play and listen to what I've done so far. Okay, not bad, not bad. Maybe I'll change it, maybe not. We'll see. I'm going to keep going though. So now I've cheated. I've gone ahead and figured out what I want to do ahead of time. So I'm going to quickly do this so I'm not wasting too much of your time. So I'm going to put in all the notes that I want here. And again, I'm just using the up and down arrows. So I'm doing this very fast because I already figured out what I want to write. Of course, you're not going to be working this fast. Okay, I'm just doing a quick demonstration. So you'll notice that I made these 2 bars the exact same as these 2 bars. Repeating a melodic idea, repeating a little melody idea is a really important part of composing. Okay, give your listener something that they already recognize. Okay, and I'll just finish off here. Okay, so that's the melody that I figured out ahead of time. Again, you will not take that fast. You should spend as much time as you want figuring out what you want it to sound like. So let's listen to the whole melody. Okay, well, you know what? I actually not sure that I like this part very much, so I'm going to change this around a bit. I'm going to keep this going down. And let's listen to that bar again. So I'm going to click here so I can play just this part. Okay, I like that better. Now, I'm not done yet because it says remove at least 3 notes to create some rests in your melody. So if you've got some notes and you want to add some rests, add a little bit of silence, then all you do is you figure out where you want to rest and you click on it and click delete. Delete the note and it will turn it into a rest just like that. Okay, so there's one rest. I need to do at least 2 more. It says at least 3, so where else? Well, I'll put one here because I want to repeat that same idea. And you know what? I'm going to do more than 3 because I don't want to just do the minimum. So I'm going to do one there. And I'm going to do one there. And we can see that these are all 8th rests. So they're all half of a beat long. Okay, because they took away an 8th note. Okay, so let's listen to my new melody now. Okay, so I think it's a lot more interesting now that I've put some rests in. So I could even put more in if I want. It says at least 3. I don't have to do exactly 3. But I think I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to go save first. We're not going to forget that this time. So score, save, and once you've saved, you can go connect and level 2, turn in. And as it takes a few seconds for it to finish up. And once it's done, once it says turned in, then you are done with level 2. Congratulations. So just to review, all I was doing was using the arrow keys to move notes up and down, and I used the delete key to create some rests and take out some notes. Now let's say I created this rest, but then I decided I don't want it to be rest. I want it to be a note, okay? So I'll just click on the rest and I can just put a note in anywhere I want. Okay, just like we learned in level 1. Okay, so that is level 2, and you're ready to move on to level 3 once you've handed it in.